How are you, Miami? Sorry for the technical difficulties the last time, but you know, I bought all this gear and I don't know how to use it. Apparently, I wanted to do 4K to stream, when in reality, I should be going a lot lower. I mean, who wants to see such a handsome face in 4K? I think 90s music was the best decade for music, but it was very short-lived. And I think that's what makes it good, because it's almost like Bitcoin. There's a finite amount of music that could be made within a certain era or a decade. The 80s were the 80s, the 90s were the 90s, and then after that, everything just became formulaic. But I'm not hating. I actually enjoy trap music and reggaeton because it goes on brand. This is what Miami's about. Reggaeton and trap music on repeat, sounding exactly the same. And shout out to those genres. I can't even hate, because those genres lasted more than a decade and it's still popular. Have you guys ever seen an 80s band try to make a comeback and you're just like, it's over, bro? Reggaeton and trap stars, they were like doing reggaeton in '09. It's still hot to this day. Those genres, they're not going nowhere. They figured out how to do the same song over and over. Remember, like, one-hit wonders? A band would come out, do one song that would solidify the entire decade. Reggaeton and trap music are one-hit wonders over and over, all the way in perpetuity. So you can't hate on the genre. It's actually quite brilliant. And they make great background music for sex. Like, how are you gonna have sex to like 80s music? Or like Boys to Men from the 90s, you're gonna play that in the background? We don't do that shit no more. We ain't having sex to Kenny G in the 80s. That's over. But I'll have sex with someone with Daddy Yankee in the background. That's the best background music. You know why those songs are also popular? Those songs go on rhythm with the sex. Reggaeton sounds like someone is having sex. Trap music sounds like someone is having sex, and it's toxic sex. You know, speaking of breakups, man, you know what I realized about my relationship with Miami? I have a toxic love-hate relationship with this city. I've learned that about myself recently. And whenever I go on vacation, I do something completely different than what I'm accustomed to in this city. I mean, I go to places that have like mountains, deserts, forests, reasonably priced drinks. I go to places that have things like dive bars, taverns, and pubs. So when I come back to Miami, it's almost like we have breakup sex. Because when I'm far away and I'm paying $3 for a beer and having decent conversations with people that I meet, I kind of miss this city. Why are the drinks so affordable here, man? You guys ain't balling? Man, I gotta go home, man, and show you guys $9 for a beer. That's how I know I'm making it in life. When I buy 4 of them shits. Why are your foods at the farmer's market so affordable? In Miami, organic food is 5 times the price, man. You guys wouldn't pay extra for your health? What's wrong with you? So I've realized that about myself whenever I go on vacation. I go far away just so I can miss Miami that much more. Why are women down to earth here in North Carolina? I said hi and you're gonna say hi back and actually ask me how I'm doing? I'm supposed to ask you that. I'm gonna go home, man. I'm gonna go home where you say hi to a woman and she gets mad. I feel like I'm home. I love this city, man. I like visiting the cities in Florida. I'm proud to be a Floridian. Florida Man as our mascot is actually really cool. No one has a state man the way Florida does. There's no New York man. There's no North Carolina man. There's no Ohio man. There's Florida Man, right? The ladies don't want to partake in that branding because Florida Man does some dumb shit. But what does Florida Man represent? Florida Man represents freedom to do whatever you want, even if it's stupid. How free are you that you are that dumb? Free as fuck. That's what Florida Man represents. I don't think Florida Man gets enough credit. If Florida Man wants to jump in front of the Bright Line train, so be it. What are we gonna do? We're gonna sign it into law while people are debating, should there be suicide pods? Well, I don't know. Is it moral? Is it ethical to allow people to kill? Florida Man doesn't wait for that. Florida Man is like, I wanna go. I don't wanna live anymore. Let me jump in front of this train going to Disney World. You delayed our vacation for another 2 hours because this guy decided to off himself on the train tracks. So what? I'm going out with a bang. I want people to remember me. That's Florida Man. If Florida Man wants to do meth, he doesn't have to wait for it to be on legislation like they do in Oregon. Florida Man is like, I can do it regardless. I don't need a law in place to do what I enjoy. Florida Man is the Marlboro Man of this generation. He represents freedom, even if it means being stupid. Actually, if you think about it, what other behavior would represent freedom? Paying your taxes? Being responsible? Eating healthy? You let me know what represents freedom more than being stupid. It actually makes sense. You're so free that you're stupid. You do dumb shit because I'm free. I'm gonna make bad decisions. There's no one freer than a Florida man. Florida man is known worldwide. He's one of the most fascinating mascots in our generation. And all he does is get insulted. People out there, oh, y'all got Florida man. Like it's something to be ashamed of. No, man. Florida man is the shit. Florida man makes sure that America still has its values. Florida man will trade an alligator for 20 Big Macs. And the person working the drive-thru will give you the Big Macs. That's America. Do you remember when Florida man who got arrested for trying to cross the ocean with a giant hamster wheel? Why not? That's freedom. I'm gonna go somewhere else on the other side of the world in an inflatable hamster wheel. And I hope he spread his seed. I hope he made it and his lineage gets carried on so that Florida man can procreate in Europe and show them what real freedom is like. Florida man should be a founding father of a country somewhere and sign nothing into law. I'm gonna sign the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and the amendments, and it's just gonna be a blank sheet of paper.